Hey guys, welcome back to another special episode of Push the Point, where I have brought with me the man that is doing all he can to get himself a Chane spoiler. We have Frank. Dude, how are you?
Yeah, not bad. Really excited for Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, I can tell.
Chane is my favorite, and then as soon as that information was linked, I remember seeing the ICV2 article. I was like, it's time.
It's time.
I've been thinking about making some form of content creation, and with my singular focus of just being part of Chane history, I've got to do something. And so, yeah, I've been on a little campaign, I could say.
Successful campaign, I will say.
It is getting a lot of engagement, and that's good. Except on Reddit. Redditors do not like me posting all the time.
Oh, right, okay.
But I understand that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been fun, and it's been something that I've gotten to learn a skill, kind of. It's one of those things where once you figure something out on your own, you figure out a very particular way that you want to do it, and it takes a million more steps, but you get good at doing that one specific step. And yeah, I've been doing that with Photoshop. I do the web browser called Photopea, so shout out to Photopea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've gotten very good at refining the edges and then making some layers and then pasting them on and doing some coloring stuff. And I've got to aim for bigger, better as we're getting to the end of the easily available Chane arts, but we got to do something about it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. Now, I will say, right, during this process, there were one or two moments where I had to go, "What the hell is that me?" Now,
There's
and I
been
love
a bit
the
of confusion.
I love this, and I love the fact that now. Are you always a black t-shirt, black cap, backwards sort of dude as well?
There's a lot of my wardrobe is that, and my hat, I usually have really good hats, but this one is from Carly Rae Jepsen.
Oh,
This
okay.
Is,
now you look like
my
Kel
So
McCreef.
Dice one. Yeah, well, I met him at the Auckland calling just a few weeks ago. I sat next to him round one, but yeah, it's really just bearded white guy vibe.
Yeah,
it's really what we're going for.
I love it. I love it. Now, some of your things really do honestly felt like it looked like me. So the second I found my my twin brother, my flesh and blood twin brother, dude, I've got to get this guy on. So your journey to do this came from a love of Chane. You've just decided you're going to do some Photoshop stuff, and I want to kind of just go through this. I want to just blast through some of your portfolio work, and
just give a little bit of context.
Yeah, go.
So yeah, I actually started playing with my roommate Luke. We started playing right before Monarch Unlimited, and we'd been playing Legends of Runeterra and some other games, and saw this game, and Luke really liked Prism, so he wanted all the light heroes, and I got the shadow heroes, and I started with Levia, and my brain wasn't big enough, and then I kind of accidentally started playing Chane, and then I realized that just was everything I like to do in a card game. It's so powerful, so fun, so interesting, and it's like solving a puzzle every time, because you're just gonna kill yourself if you kind of hang out too much, or you mill yourself. Yeah, and so I became really passionate about Chane, and I won some skirmishes and some pro quests with Chane, and then I got to I actually think I might have won my pro quest with Viscerai, but I got to play Chane at the Pro Tour. And had just a great time in Mayday 2, and it's just been the most fun that I've had in a card game in a very, very long time. And yeah, when he was living legend, I was a bit heartbroken, and have been trying to find my vibe since then. But Dusk Till Dawn's back, and it's time. I want to be part of it.
Oh, dude,
you know? I'm excited.
I think it should pan out quite well, honestly, because the engagement you've had with this has just been through the roof. Now, let's move on over. I've got some of your photos. starting with, I think it was, day one, because I've got it. You've sent me over in order, so we've got day one up.
Yeah.
We have Chane's face. What was your?
This was okay. So this was like opening up Photo P and being like, how do I do anything? And so I like managed to get a picture of me and like overlay it on his face, and then I was like looking at, you know how he's like surrounded by planets, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be fun if the chains were actually the planets? And so I started messing around with that, and I got them there, but then I didn't know how to resize them.
Yeah.
So I ended up leaving them there, and then at the very end, I like pushed the image accidentally, like the background, just a little bit off.
Right.
So it's just a little bit off of its frame, if you see that, the white border around it.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't fix it. I couldn't put it back, so I was like...
well, that's that then.
Yeah, the whole concept is badly photoshopping myself into Chane until I get a Chane card. So we got to start at the bottom, really. And so, yeah, that was pretty fun. But like, it was a really good starting point.
Okay. Should we move on to day two?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me see it. If I click this and do this, we're here. Right. Day two, you are now a husk with a very scary face.
So this was Carrion Husk, and like easily one of the most iconic Chane cards. Sorry, Levia. But yeah, I got my face, and I was like, I should try to make a skull with my face. So I took a selfie, and then I saw the invert thing, and I thought it was kind of a cool effect, but I wasn't at the position, like I wasn't at being able to like try and change the color. So I kind of was like, this is the best I can do. And then I thought it'd be fun to put myself as the little imps as well. And then I did figure out how to change the size of my face. So, progress. I'm doing great.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to day
three. I love it that we're actually going through the here's all the photos, but what we're really doing is we're going through a diary of how you learn to use Photoshop. So, okay, you are now in Eclipse. Your face is in the Eclipse. Okay, this has been a massive improvement.
So, Shadow of Ursa and...
Oh, sorry, like, that was it. Yeah, Shadow of Ursa. I
was pretty happy with this one. And then I'm, like... This was before I figured out how to do some, like, layering with the actual Photo P, because what I did was I took my face and I cut it into kind of a circle, but then I changed the opacity of it, so I made it a little bit more see-through and put it over there, and I was like, oh yeah, no one will notice. But like as I look at it now, I can see the outline. If you look at the side of the ribs,
I can sort of see.
You can just see. So I haven't quite at that point, but I thought it was really fun. One of the feedback that I got was somebody was like, you should have put yourself drinking the like liquid in Shadow of Ursa.
Oh god, yeah.
I thought that was fun.
That would have been good.
Way above my pay grade. Way above my pay grade.
We're day 3, baby. This is probably day. That's like week 2. Maybe we're drinking.
I think it's literally like day 11 or something. Yeah.
Okay, we're going day 4. We're ghostly visit.
So, this has kind of been an ongoing problem with some of the images that I started to realize was that a lot of the images, unless you like kind of dig for them, you can't get large HD images of it. So I wanted to ghostly visit. I thought it'd be fun to put my face on there, but I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take the whole card. I think for like Carrion Husk, I had cut it out, and because it was just a larger image, it resolved a little bit better. But this one, I had to do the whole card, and so I like actually figured out how to do some of the color editing for this one. So I was pretty proud of that. And then I also played around with like painting over the text, and I didn't color match it obviously, but I did put in more text over that. So playing around with some different ideas, and this one people were pretty into, which you perverts like. It was a pretty fun one, yeah.
Oh dear! Right,
that's pretty into it.
You put some man face on some boobies, and we got some likes.
People love it, yeah.
All right, day 5.
It does work.
This is my favorite. Day 5.
This
wins.
Yeah, this is the one that I really knew I had an idea that I really liked. Just this, it would be an outlet for me to like play around with creatively.
Is that your
Um,
mouth?
oh, there's two mouths in there.
Yeah, I know,
So
but
if
is
you see
that?
the
Oh, okay.
so if you see the main mouth,
Yeah, you're like
I
that.
use the I use the opacity trick again to like just cut out my tongue and my face and then like layer it over the tentacles. But then if you look right above it, there's
Yeah.
another
Oh
mouth
no, I didn't see
directly.
that. There's another mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Oh
I
my
was playing
god.
around with that. I thought that would be really fun. Because yeah, on the actual artwork, there's like the original maw, which is where I
Yeah.
put my mouth and tongue, and then there's a little one right at the throat. So I wanted to like recreate that, and I think this is the one that started to look like you. This is the
That
first one
was
with my cat backwards, and I think this is
when
where it
I
first
jumped in.
began.
Yeah, that's when I looked at him and went, hang on a minute. Is that did he for a second there, not being vain, but for a second there, I thought was he just
Did
trying
you
was
think
he
it was
trying to
fan art?
I thought, well, I don't know, is this some sort of deep fake? No, but I thought,
Yeah,
maybe he just found another. I don't know, but I saw that and went, bro,
yeah.
it's not me, right? And then I actually went through and went, I don't do that, and I thought, no, that's not even my beard color. That's not that guy's got a better beard than me, right?
Um, I think it's just redder, which has been a whole thing because my mom always she's a redhead, she's a ginger, and she
Yeah,
was always like, "Oh, you're gonna get such red hair," and I was like, "No, mom, I'm a blonde." And then I grew my beard, and I was like,
yeah.
"Oh
Oh
gosh,
shit,
you're right." Um,
it went from there to there. Right, day
yeah.
six, day six. Oh,
The
it's
only other
loading.
thing about
Oh, it
How
was
from
up.
Beyond
Yeah,
is that I had to cut out the actual because it was from a card, so you can see the border because I couldn't find the full
yeah,
art for
yeah.
it. So that's where I think not this one. Okay, this is actual Urser. Um, this one I had a lot of fun with because
This
I was
one you stepped up, like
yeah. So this was the one that because I had actually done all of these in like the span of a few hours. All of this up until Urser. All
yeah,
done in a few hours to prepare for the next few days for my campaign. Um, and this was like when I knew that I could grow as a person as I did this because I was like, oh, I want to do the orb things. The orb things that I wasn't able to do with Chane, I could do with this one. So I was like, I figured out how to change some of the colors to match and how to like twist it around so my face is all in different directions and stuff. And then have you ever seen the like I can't remember what it's called, but it's just Keanu Reeves, but the whole picture is made out of Keanu Reeves.
oh, I'm moving this around a bit because I've just noticed that there's more of this artwork of your head on the bottom, which you
Yeah.
unfortunately we're not all going to totally see, but you can probably see his little eye there. But the Keanu Reeves,
Yeah.
where all of him is Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, so it was just a meme for a while that was just like everything in the image was Keanu Reeves's face, but it was all just photoshopped and layered to like make the sun and a flower and like a tree and stuff.
Yeah,
And I was like, I'm gonna do myself with this. And it's actually I have an Urser token that I got signed at the first Pro Tour, and he's got like a basketball in his hand. So it was
right.
the first altered one. Cause yeah, I was talking to Federico Musetti and he had like at the Pro Tour and I think he was pretty new to it, but he hadn't done any alters to anyone. And I asked him for Cowboy Chane and Dunking Urser, and he thought that was the funniest thing. And then yeah, I got them signed and I have them, and yeah, I'm really excited to break them out again. Let me tell you.
You should have had one of them as a basketball, just as a nod.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a deep cut. I wonder. Oh, here. Let me just see if I can show it to you because I have all my cards. So it's like literally. I don't know if you can see
I'm gonna
the
jump over to the
camera.
bigger
Yeah.
screen. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yes. I remember seeing this on Facebook.
Yeah, so yeah, I have that in Cowboy Chain. I actually one of my friends got free PCG grading like for their cards or whatever, and I wanted to get chain graded, so I thought that'd be fun.
No, that's cool.
So
That's
I
cool.
can't show you the chain now, but yeah, on the next day, this is where it all kind of fell apart because this is where I thought uh this will
Yeah,
be great and it'll be a really fun idea. But then it came back to bite me because if you look at the edges, I stole it straight out of a card again.
yeah,
And because the image wasn't very big, when I went to like put myself in there, and then edit all the stuff on there, when I posted it to social media, it was all blurry.
Right. Got ya.
And I was like, oh no, I need to get the HD art. So this was a big learning curve. But yeah, I thought it was funny to put myself as Ursa, and then Chane looks better with a cowboy hat. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say it.
No,
It's
honestly,
my hot take.
the thing is, as much as you like like when you look back on day 6, you can see the HD stuff, and then you look at this. There's something quite charming about the clear roughness of it. Like, you know, there's some we love amazing art as human beings, but but the internet has proven that like really badly done stuff is also just as like there's some artistic thing about it, as long as like the point has been made. And I feel like with you being in there and James got his cowboy hat, I will say though, I was trying to work out, and this is the thing about the internet, where you think there's something like real deep meme lore going on here. Why are you in a suit? There's clearly a meme I've never encountered in my life, and I'm never going to say I don't know what this means, because someone will go, "Oh, you don't know that meme," and it's like, but I'll then you go in the comments and just hope someone goes, "Ha ha,
So
it's that meme."
two things.
What was it? What was the point?
The first thing is just that like I agree in that you know, I'm not good at this. I'm improving, but like I think earnestness is something that like is one of those nice things about the internet, that like people can be mean and you know, people can talk a lot of trash on the internet, but also people like to see like people try. And I think trying is what I'm doing in spades.
Yeah.
And so that's the earnestness that I like. I'm giving it a real go, and I'm not very good at it, but I'm trying. And I think that that's kind of what I'm trying to do.
You're like the
suit, I
underdog.
just think
We're rooting
good.
for the underdog here. We're like, yeah,
Yeah.
come on, more every day.
So there's no meme that I know of, and as you said, somebody's gonna say it's a reference. I think I just look good.
I knew it'd be something just as simple as, I just like this. I like this photo. I'm gonna put it in.
Yeah, I thought I looked good, and I thought I did a really good job of like photoshopping everything. This is where I actually learned about the layers, because like I put the chains in front of myself, but then I also realized that I didn't crop in between my legs, so it's just you can see a little bit of background. So yeah,
no, I never. To be honest, I thought it was one of the stones getting flicked up, so you did a good job. Right, we're gonna move on to day 8. Is it? Oh, it's a big one. Okay. Oh yes, this was this was when I thought we're cooking on gas now.
Yeah, this was the one that I was like, because so I'm gonna make a like I'm gonna be honest. A lot of these have like my life's a little bit chaotic, and I'm not a very good planner. So some of these have been made like day of or just before. So this was made on the day of, and it was made like after I had posted the other one, realized that it had come out blurry, and I was like, okay, I'm not cropping any more cards. I'm gonna do a HD art. So I like spent like a few hours gathering all this HD art of Chane cards, and I was like, I can play around with this. So yeah, I spent too long changing the color and the shadow and stuff, and I thought this one turned out really well.
This was really good.
I'm pretty proud of this one. The only thing I would probably try and work on is the lantern being Chane's head. Yeah. I played around with the opacity trick again, and like maybe I want to do it with some layers or something, but you know, I think this was really fun, and I got to make some fun faces for it, and I've kind of reused some of these faces in future ones because I thought they were just really funny.
Yeah, no, so, that was your. I agree. The face, all your face pulling stuff at the back is what really sells it. But my favorite one is the bottom. So that one tickled my pickle. Right, next one, day 9. Oh yes, rift binding.
Yeah,
yes, and then you put Rosetta Thorn in there. Yes.
Yeah. So this one I played around with the layering, with like the hand over the sword and the crown over the face. And this is one of my favorite faces in the right gremlin shadow thing. I put that in a lot of art since. like I saw that one. I was like, yeah, that's the one I like doing. But yeah, I just thought like I don't know what this random sword is, so I wanted to put Rosetta Thorn. And the kind of shocking thing for me about this one was just that like I could not get the HD art of Rosetta Thorn, and so this was an HD image, and so like the resolution was quite good. So I was like unsure if I was going to be able to like as I made it bigger, if I was going to make it like work all right, but it looks okay.
Yeah,
So
no,
I was
it
happy with
looks
that.
decent. It looks decent, and then you
Yeah,
played around with the opacity to make that. It's a really good job, and
yeah,
I like the amount of effort you put in to try and get your hair to try and blend into the blonde bit on there, so it actually looks really good. It looks like
yeah.
the actual shadow bit grabbing that bit of the hair looks like, because it's touched it, your hair is now becoming that color and fading in, but it hasn't quite got those other bits there. It's a
Yeah,
cracking job.
it's also it's fun seeing where I like to put a lot of effort and then where I don't. So like I still and I
Yeah.
like I still to this day like you know I'm prepared for like day 22 now or something. But I still have not figured out how to like remove some things from the like background. So like on the sword you can still see the hilt of the other one. I've just put it over that. And that's
Yeah.
kind of a thing that I need to there was something about masking that I like when I did some Google searches, but then I started watching a video and it was too long and I don't have the focus. So I'll come back to it and I will improve. I will get there.
No,
Don't you
I
worry.
think
But
from what I've seen people do is that you sort of you get the image bit around it, and then what it will do is it will cut it out, and then you've got a blank bit there. And what people do is that they tend to just get the shading color and just sort of like like a paintbrush. They'll go, right, what's the colors next to it? Like what's the little sucker thing that goes, I'll get that color, and then you color over that, and then just to move it even further, you can actually in After Effects, that's when you can see images move, is because they actually get that bit, make the image move, and then you go, well, how do they get the background? That's because they cut that bit out, color the background in, and then when they layer it over it, the image moves about, and it looks like it's moving in them, and the background's still there. Is because behind that they've painted over the background. Does that make sense? But
oh,
and it gets even
yes.
further when you're actually designing, like for all these bits here, this would have been photoshopped. So the shadow bit and the armor, that the shadow would definitely be a layer, and the armor would be a layer underneath it. So then when you go to After Effects, you could go, I just want the shadow bit to move, so that will all move around, the leg will stay where it is.
Hamish,
What?
I'm gonna stop you here because this is sounding too good. This is sounding I need to keep the badly in the
Oh,
name
sorry.
of the brand. It's part of the brand.
No, but the best,
But
if you
it's definitely stuff to work on. I'll
no,
definitely look
no,
into coloring over it.
don't stress about it. It's lit. But what I'm saying is that I can tell you want to get this better, and when you say badly Photoshop, it's the irony, because you're doing good. The irony. These are good. These are fun Photoshops. Let's
These are
move.
fun.
Oh, go on.
I think that's one of the things that's really easy about Photoshop as well, is that you can just like have a really fun time with it, and it doesn't have to be good, but like you get a little chuckle, and like even just I'm enjoying doing it. So it's just I'm getting a lot out of it, which means that I want to keep doing it. And that's like I feel like in any form of content creation, I've done a little some other stuff, and it's just always about you having fun doing it. And I'm sure
Yeah.
that's why you do it as
Oh
well.
yeah,
Like
100%. This reminds me very much of of a stupid video I've made 3 stupid videos. What I call basically really a waste of time, but it wasn't a waste of time because I had such fun. Was that Briar and Viscerai dancing on the RRR
I've
song?
retweeted that a few
Yeah, and that
times.
one.
That's actually one of the images I absolutely love. I personally, as a roommate player, I
Yeah.
got so much out of that.
Yeah,
That
as a
I
Room
really
Bay
loved it.
player, but I know what you mean. The amount of time of moving, I literally had frame by frame image of a guy going, and then I go, right, I got to move the head, move the head, move the head. It took 2 hours for 30 seconds of,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
but it's the fun of doing it, right? Which is what we do.
Yeah.
All right, day 10,
Yeah.
Chane,
This
juggling.
yeah. Yeah. So
I've seen all of them, but you forget, and then we're back, and I go, "Oh my god, I remember this."
this was one of the ones that I actually this was my own personal deep cut, was that because I had gotten adult Chane, I'd have got my cold foil adult Chane done. I had gotten Ursa done, and then on day 2 or day 3, I guess, of the Pro Tour, I was trying frantically to finish the last rounds of day 2 so that I could go, and I think this is the battle hardened. I was trying to finish frantically so I could go and get Young Chang done from Federico.
Yeah.
Because I had got the other 2 done, and then I like at the time didn't have a cold foil one, but then I had like immediately gone and bought one after he had given me the cards back. So I was like, I need to do it. But I was playing in the Battle Hardened, and I ended up just like running deep in it. And so yeah, by the time I had gotten there, I had missed my chance because the line was too long and they closed. And so I was like too late to get Chane done. And I've been thinking all day about it. I had like drawn on some tokens because my ideas were either young Chane hula hooping, because I thought that might be fun. It looks like he's,
Yeah.
dancing, giving a little dance, or juggling. And I thought that might be fun. And the last one was like holding shopping bags because he looks like he's really like,
Oh yeah, yeah. I could imagine
Wait.
if he had those shopping bags. Like the fuck.
And it's just
It took ages to go.
when you refuse to make 2 trips to the car, like you just gotta have 30 bags that you're carrying.
Oh my
And so
days! You should have done that. You should have done that.
and so that's one of my big regrets, is that I didn't get a chance to do that. And so this was more of an homage to that. And then I was like, I want to be part of the crowd, so I just kind of brought myself in there. And this is actually like, I'm glad I didn't put all my face into all of these because we'll see later. But yeah, I like this one a lot, and it was mostly just playing around with my regret about my cold foil chain, which I have, and I think he's gonna be at Baltimore, so I'm gonna immediately I think I'm gonna queue up and get him to doodle on some of my stuff again.
Absolutely, that's awesome. Right, day 11. Oh baby, here we go. We've got Aether Ironweave, and you just. I think again, this is when I had a small double take because I've got those glasses, and again, my wife looked at this and went, "That's not me. It's not me."
Yeah,
it's the beard.
This one was. I felt like I had gotten the shading done really well.
It's
and
really good.
I had put on like I had put it in, and it was like, this was actually probably one of the easiest ones.
Really?
And that's why, genuinely, it was kind of shocking because I just I like made a front layer of the helmet, and then cut out my face, put it under there, and then did some shading stuff. Just to like change the color to like make it feel like it matched, and then I just like clicked the right buttons accidentally and immediately did it. And then I was like, oh, I'm done already. I needed to add something else, so I put myself as the belt buckle, and played around with that. But yeah, this one people loved. I guess it's, again, if you like put your face on just a woman, like, people love it. This thing really gets popular. People respond really well to that. But
so what you're saying is that anytime you go, man, okay, we need to put the gas on this, right? Fine, let's find a woman photo. Let's put my face on that.
Geez, the engagement has been going down. I'm not getting as many likes as I want. Okay, let's well, what is the card that lets you opt? The Blood Shadow.
The what? Yeah, I know what you mean. Blood.
The Shadow Action.
Blood Debt.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's the way the woman's gouging her eyes with blood.
Yeah, and it's been redone.
What was that called? Yeah.
I won't look it up right now. I won't do some live googling. But yeah. I've got that one in my back pocket. Don't worry.
I thought we're waiting for that. We're waiting for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Day 12. This one's spooky. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And I generally thought the bottom right. Again, I went the fuck. No, they're not. They're not. This dude just.
We'll see this in a future one, but that face, I feel like that's a very Hamish face, so The like, yeah. Wait, do it at the same time. Ready? Perfect. Yeah.
Fuck it. But this one was really freaky. Really,
Yeah.
then the cat one got. I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. But the middle one's actually like really,
Yeah.
really scary.
It was a like kudos to the artist because this one was pretty easy for me. Just I like took all the images. These were all just really quick selfies that I did, and then I cut them out and then you can like change it to be black and white. And so I played around with some of the black and whiteness of each of the photos and then just changed the opacity of them.
Yeah.
And they kind of, because it's all like shadowing and dark, it kind of just melded into the image.
Right.
And yeah, it had a really good effect. And so it was quite fun. I liked it a lot.
You used your beard to your advantage. You can see.
Yeah.
The beard
truly.
actually really does help. And I tell you what, I feel awful now because I actually know I've interviewed the artist who did this work. I think it was the guy who did the Looming Doom. Did this one.
Yeah.
So it was awful. I'm also absolutely garbage with names, but yeah, Looming Doom guy artwork did that one. Right,
really talented.
Day 13.
Yeah,
that's when my wife said, 13. Is that me? this
Which one?
The big face.
Oh, the huge face.
It's
okay.
just this bit here. It's just my eyebrow bit there.
Oh yeah.
But then you got better.
The
teeth.
classic.
Your teeth and mustache. I was like, but even for this is when I commented on you and said I had to double take this one. I think this is one of my favorite. This is
I like this one as well, and this is the one that I got really. Oh, it's Marco Gonzalez.
Yes, that was it. Yeah, that was it.
Sorry, shout out to Marco.
Yeah, sorry, Marco.
This one got a little weird because I'd been thinking about this. So as I had like initially started doing them, I like had to look through the shadow and the like Runeblade cards, and this has been in my mind for quite a while. And yeah, I ended up doing it and then being like, oh, this is like a nightmare. This is a lot of weird vibes. But yeah, this one I got a little weird with, and I love it. I think it was really fun.
I think you've got to get weird if you're going to be if you're getting into the shadow cards. I think you've got to get in with the weirdness.
Yeah. I liked one of the things that I had like a little chuckle for me that I thought added to the weirdness was for those like crawling monsters.
Yeah.
I used all the same face.
Yeah.
Because I thought that would be more eerie if they were all doing the same face, just slightly different colors.
Yeah.
But I love the masked monsters, so I didn't want to touch those.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one was a fun one. I really had a good time, and I wasn't perfect with the layering, but like, you know.
No, it was good.
I'm loving it. I'm having a great time.
Sonata. Now this one's the safest one. This one's a pretty
easily. I made this one and then I was like,
oh no, I've just noticed something.
You gotta get weird.
No, but I've only just spotted this now. I thought it was just you as the wizard dude. I was like, oh, that's it. Just your little face on a wizard dude. And then I just peered over to the right, and there there's you with all your head. I didn't even see that bit.
Yeah, and then there. If you look in the middle right, the eyeballs.
Right. Wait, are they your eyeballs?
Yeah.
I thought they were just there.
So they were there.
I thought they were part of the art. I was like, there's so much shit going on. Now there's eyeballs. All right, there's eyeballs.
I put my own eyeballs over the normal eyeballs. So this one definitely was kind of my safest one in that I did the face and there was so much going on with the art. I was like, what did I actually do with this?
No, dude, I think this is actually a showcase of like how good you. This is actually what you're doing is actually showing off how good you're actually phasing yourself in. Because to be honest, I would have just scrolled past this as Sonata. Like there's no weird thing going on. There's no outlandish. There's this giant face that looks like me on someone else's thing. But this one's actually like, no, this is you got to look.
So this was that's what I meant by safest. In that I looked at this and I was like, oh, this is a good job. I think I actually did an all right job with this, but also like the little things that I did in there kind of meld in with it so well that like it isn't like
It
I
isn't
was like I need to
silly.
get weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
It,
like I need to get weirder for the future ones. And that's kind of I've leaned into that a bit more, but yeah, I think it was fine. I do really like me going like
yeah. Yeah. That.
the face one. I thought that was
Yeah.
good.
Oh my god. Like.
Also, how weird is it that the artist was just like, there's a little guy, just hanging out, like just
Just
there.
they must have just said when they commissioned him, we need to make this wizard being an outer world experience. And they probably went, well, what does that mean? And I go, you go nuts. And
Yeah,
he did. He literally just went, is this good? And they went, shit, man. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Have you ever done acid, artist? And that the artist was like, "Yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
This was a fever dream that I've had. Don't you worry."
Okay, we're on day. I don't even know what day we're on now. We're in Sonata Land. We're on now.
Yeah,
Moved over to because what day
day
are we on?
16.
Day 16 because my Google Drive has got rid of the days now. So, oh no, we're back now. I can see it. So you are on the the Guardian. What was I don't know what is it?
Guardian of the Shadow Realm.
Guardian of the Shadow Realms.
This is actually I played this card at the Pro Tour. It wasn't a good decision.
No.
But it was in there. It was like my secret tech against Starvo. And in testing it had been all right, and it was kind of it like won me some games at the time, but like looking back I would probably never put this card in my deck again unless there's a very good reason. It doesn't actually do what you want, and you should just play another unmovable.
Yeah.
That's the truth. But yeah, I put myself in there. There's so many horns in shadow art, so I just really like. I've been really leaning into making sure that I get some of the horns because they're cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've been sitting on the like little image in the bottom left of me. It's actually my like Facebook cover photo, but it's just like me like sitting there with I'm in front of a field of tulips, and I thought that was just a fun pose, so I wanted to like stick myself in there. And this one was one of the ones that I had done. Like I have an alarm on my phone at 2 p.m. every day Australian time, and it's Chane photo time. And this was like it had gotten to like 1:30, and I had a meeting or something at 2:30, and I was like, okay, I need to do this really quick. And so I put the face, put myself in there, and then I exported it. And then I was just looking at it, I was typing out the name, and I was like, I gotta get weirder. And I watched a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid, and like I love talking about sending people to the Shadow Realm. And so this is just a deep cut about Yugi sending someone to the Shadow Realm.
There you go, and that's why Yu-Gi-Oh was there. I will say, as a non-Yu-Gi-Oh man, I was like, okay,
yeah,
there's definitely something to do with Yu-Gi-Oh. And then when it was like, oh yeah, I'll banish you to the Shadow Realm. Like,
yeah,
I remember that.
that was the fun meme. That's I do a lot of communication with memes, I guess. Jeez.
Day 17. Okay.
Yeah,
this one.
This one I was actually worried about like having some like spoiler tags or whatever, because I actually, so I play Chane and Blitz.
Yeah.
And like it's been great, but I play a one of red Void Wraith,
Yeah.
and I think it's great. It's very good because it's just like it's a card that you're able to have high impact with on a banish that you don't have a lot of cards. Like if it's in banish 1, 2, or 3, you're just having a big turn because this is 5 damage for 2.
Yeah.
I had never really looked at the art.
No.
And the art is graphic. It is a lot.
Yeah.
The brain on the right side.
Yeah, I was sitting there noticing that when I was having these really deep looks into. I was thinking, okay, my brain immediately went, "Oh, there you are, hanging upside down." That's not it. We're day 17. That's not it. I've seen some wild shit. This guy's improving, and I thought, oh, this like the Sonata one was good. And
Yeah.
then I looked at his brain, going, "You're in his head. Have you photoshopped your face into the brain?" And I thought, no, I'm looking too hard. Oh, there he is. He's a little stone. And then it suddenly clicked. Wait a minute. What's that? What's going on the left? I was like, okay, this is some wild shit. And this
was the other one. This is close to Nightmare Fuel. This was where I figured out that I could play around with like there's a thing in Photoply called like puppet transform or free puppet or something.
Yeah.
But you can actually change the like angles of the face and stretch them out and like make them monstrous. And so like this Dolphin Frank, I thought that'd be really funny, and then I made it, and I'm kind of like I hate it a lot, and I hate looking at it.
It's very freaky. But I love it. I think
but it was really fun to do, and I liked playing around with that. And that kind of led me into not the next day. Where is that one?
We're on day.
What day is it?
Void Wraith day 17. We're gonna move. Are we moving on to day 18?
Yeah, let's move on to day 18. But I think I'm missing a day.
Oh,
give me 1 second. Yeah, because that was I did Guardian of the Shadow Realm. Oh, Piercing Shadows. Did we miss Piercing Shadows? That was supposed to be day 14. Oh, I never uploaded it. Here.
There we go. I'll probably I've got to do a little refresh.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's cool. Day 14, Piercing Shadows. Oh no,
this is where.
Yeah, this is when you're warping your face around.
That was so the Void Wraith was like the culmination of being able to like do it in a shape that I wanted to. Well, this is where I figured out I could do it in the first place. And they're kind of like messed up and goofy.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with these ones.
If you
sorry.
No,
we can jump back to Virtual Reality.
I think there's a bit. Maybe this is just this is definitely vanity and ego now. I think every time I see every day, I'm like, I like to pretend that I think that's me because I thought I have those again. It's the glasses and I've got that hat, and I thought I was the rip through reality for one thing because we were talking at that point. Then we were talking at this point, and I was like, has he put me in this one? I'm like,
that's actually so. Like a heads up, I do have you for the like. I'm on currently. I've just done day 20 today. I have day 21 and day 22. You're in both of those.
Oh,
those are ones that I've already done.
I can now quit. I can now. I've done it now.
You're in.
I'll be satisfied. If the world blew up, I'll be cool.
I did actually think about putting you into some, but I was like, I should probably get permission first.
No, you don't need permission. There you go. You got
cool.
You got permission to use my face into any Photoshop sneaking thing you do ever.
I'll sneak you into some of those. I also the cat photo. I used that one again because I just think it's really funny. We were doing Halloween, and my fiance now. We got engaged in New Zealand. Right before the calling. She was like a witch, and I was a black cat. So I just liked that photo, and I thought that was a nice one. So I keep putting myself in there as that. And then I wanted to be in the orb, so I played around with that.
Oh shit! I didn't even see that. I just thought. I sometimes think I had a busy day. He had a busy day. So they're just faces. There's just faces on his spot. Oh, busy day, and then every now and then you just go, "Oh, hang on. That's the same." And I think that's the same photo as the Sonata one, isn't it? The one in the orb.
Yeah. Actually, it is. It's just not been. I had a hat on, and I edited it out of the Sonata one, but not this one because I thought it would be fun.
Yeah. No.
But yeah.
No, that's really good. All right, day 19. Blooming Doom.
Yeah.
I was very I like this one. I didn't actually notice that there's a little. No, I did notice there's a dead U, and it's just a big U.
Yeah, I thought this one. For someone who does like, I make a lot of meme jokes and stuff. I just have no photos of me T-posing, like doing the like T-posing. So this was the closest one I could find, and I was like, yeah, that'll be fun. And I wanted to play around with some of the like foreground and background and stuff.
Why don't you why don't you just take a photo of you T-posing then?
You see, Hamish,
Oh.
that takes 2 people. Because
Ah.
I need
Well,
to like be. I can't usually when I.
you need to use
this
your
actually,
royalties. Or you need to put a tip
yeah.
jar up on every time and then see if people will tip. And then you should use those tips to buy a phone clamp.
Phone clamp. Okay, this is actually something that I was thinking of doing because some people were asking for it, and I want to make additional content just because like I want to give myself the best chance to like get a Chane spoiler, and I think these are fun and are really good, but I need to do something else. I think. I was thinking of doing time lapses of me like editing the videos and stuff. I think
Yeah.
that would be a fun little thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is honestly me looking at my camera, just like making weird faces and then sending them through and then putting them into the thing. So
I think you've got a secret thumbnail job. Honestly, you
yeah,
like even in the
yeah.
future, well, at the end of the day, you've perfected the thumbnail art for sure.
It might be one of those things that if I do get lucky enough to get my Chane spoiler, then I just have to transition this energy into thumbnails for videos or things that I do. So, well, don't worry. The skills that I'm making now, they're not going to go away.
And then
Um,
we're on day 20.
yes.
This is
Day
today.
20. Yeah, this is today. I did this one today, and I it's been a bit of a chaotic week, and like I know we had talked about this, and like I wanted to make some fun images that we can play a little game with after this one.
Yeah.
So I was like, I needed something kind of simple. I really like the soul reaping art.
Yeah.
There's now cold foil soul reapings and
Is there?
not soul shackle. Cold foil soul shackles now. Yeah. So
I need one.
they were yeah, that's the thing. They were the prizes at the prize wall at like calling Auckland. They've been at some prize walls for other callings and stuff. I was like playing the main event, so I ended up missing getting the prize packs and stuff to the tickets to check them in, and then by the time that I finally was able to do it on Sunday, they were sold out. They sold out immediately.
Jesus.
So yeah, I'm hoping Baltimore, like I can get my tokens, I can get Young Chane signed, and I hope I can do well at the calling. That's always fun.
Yeah,
But that's a whole nother story. But yeah, this one, and I just have this photo of me pointing, and it's actually pointing over. I was with my fiance, and we were in Colorado sightseeing, and this is over like they have this bridge that is like a 200-meter drop into a canyon, and this was like me pointing at the bridge, and I just liked the photo, and so I really wanted to like stick me in it. But actually, the other thing that shows that I'm still not very good at this, and I haven't grown as much as I want to, is I refuse to save these like crops that I've done.
Oh, so you had to
I redo the thing
my
every single time because I just keep forgetting to do it, and then I exit out of the thing, and then I'm like, oh, I guess I'm doing it again. And I look. The other thing I'm going to be honest about is I don't know how. I don't know. I can crop them. I don't know how to save. Like, do I have to save them as specific images? It's just I haven't learned that yet, and I will one day get frustrated enough with the work to redo it.
I think that's the that's what makes
the whole idea.
That's what makes it so much better, knowing that you have to just start from scratch every time. There's not even an easy mode. You're not just like, yeah, it's just copy drag. Let's go. It's
that's I think like the little short, like a minute or two time lapse videos might be fun specifically because I have to do it every single time.
Oh my God.
That's I like have forgotten. Yeah, so I don't actually, genuine question. Do I save them as like a PNG or something?
Yeah.
Or you just save them as is PNG the file?
Yeah.
That's good?
Yeah.
Oh. I knew that information.
And if not, just give it. No, just do it. See what happens.
Oh gosh, yeah. Okay. It was just today, and we'll get into why today was the breaking point for me, like deciding that I needed to like actually save these files because
Oh, can we move
I
on? So
think
this is today. Can we move on
yeah,
to the
so
next?
yeah, we can move on to tomorrow.
I'd have no
Yeah.
idea what's coming.
I sent you day 21. I'm gonna move some
Oh.
here before we yeah,
Okay, here we go. This literally feels incredibly creepy.
yeah. So this one I thought would be a really good one to like play around with as the first. This is like I've made a little
It's
game,
yeah.
Hamish. It's what I'm gonna say. I've made a little game. It's called Hiding Hamish and Finding Frank,
Ah,
where I
perfect.
have put lots of images of one of us into an image
Yeah.
and a single one of the other into the other image. And so you have to try and find where it is.
Okay, right.
Um
And
this one
yeah,
easy, right? This
easy.
one is just I thought this was a really good this is what gave me the idea of doing it.
Right.
Um
What I find
okay.
it really, what I find amazing and cool, funny about this is because in the actual picture, there's a dude looking completely terrified, and then there's these other faces around him, and it generally just looks like the I. Here's my normal version, and the morphed, almost like me version is like,
That
yeah,
was yeah, I had a really good time making those faces because in the original one, and this is actually something, this is like where I aspire to be at some point,
yeah,
is in the original Rifted Torment art, the guy has like blood running down his face, and
yeah.
he looks like he's seen better days, and the demons are there with their teeth and the like nasties, but I want to be able to like figure out how to layer stuff like the blood without actually
Making your
because if
chucking
it,
blood on your face, or
well,
make it or
yeah,
paint
stuff like
yourself.
that. Yeah, so I don't want to. I want to do it in the actual program without actually like being kind of because it would be really obvious. And I tried it a little bit. If I try to put the blood over your face, if that makes sense.
I wonder if there's a way where you can actually paint, right? Because obviously, right at the minute, you're I don't know how to say, is it opacity? Is that it?
Yeah,
So when you do the opacity, it's the whole thing. I wonder if there's a way where you can actually go, I want to opacity this section, and I'll draw the blood like around, and
and
I want to
yeah. So
opacity that bit of my face so that will come get a bit more shallower, and then that blood actually comes through from the painting from behind onto that, maybe.
yeah, so that's actually hit me up if you know Photo P
I
at
have no
Frankly My
idea.
Dear. Yeah, this is to the audience.
Oh,
Someone
sorry.
please help me. I'm a baby. Give me support. Thank you.
I need to put you. I
Um
need to put you in touch with Trip, who does our Photoshop stuff as well. If you ever seen some of the stuff he does, there's some hidden, like one or two of the stuff that he does is actually he gets a beer can and he completely dresses up one of the costume and outfits of one of the like people in the artwork. It's the entire like beer cans of cans all within laced within the clothing,
oh,
and it
that's
looks
sick.
no, it's nuts. I'm like, dude, no one's gonna see this. And he's like, I know, but if you do notice it, you'll be like, ah. So I'll put you in,
That's
should put you in touch with Trip. He'll probably tell you how
that's
to do all that.
yeah, that'd be great. That's one of the things that has been a fun little thing is that I've realized that like because I'm doing this for myself and like I enjoy doing it, I'm doing it for myself and like there's all these like as you saw with the Sonata ones, all these little things that like I haven't really pointed out to people and people necessarily haven't commented on them, but like I do them because I think they're funny.
Yeah.
And that's like what keeps driving me to keep doing them.
Okay.
Um
I'm gonna move on to
okay.
day 22.
Day 22 is the same image as the Hiding Hamish. So this
Oh,
one I am in every single one except for one.
now for a second, I thought I was the one on the right, but then I think what's giving it slightly away is I think it's definitely the one on the left because of the hat.
Yes, I have a hat in the middle one and I
Ah, okay.
have there are some hats as well. I think the problem, and this is my own shortcomings, is that I don't know how to like. We have surprisingly, shockingly, I'm actually darker slightly than you. You're
Oh.
pastier than me just by a little bit. And I found this
Not only is my
that
beard
just
suck,
like
I'm pastier. God damn it.
it's just yeah, just I think it's maybe the freckles for me that make me just a little bit darker. But it's just like I found that like I didn't know how to like darken you to meld me in the same way. This is the first one where I
Yeah.
got a little bit sick of redoing all the faces because I had done most of these faces before, and then I had to edit them, and I was like,
I
I
need to
probably need to
save
just save.
the faces. Yeah.
Yeah,
So then it will actually give you more room to do more faces. Like, so you can actually do more. If you ever need to have different variety ones, you can actually just go,
yeah,
cool, I can actually spend more time fucking around with other bits rather
yeah.
than
Getting a
trying
little
to.
weird with it.
So,
Um,
okay, so I found this will
you
probably
found
be
you.
out. This will be out later, obviously, than when you actually get
Yeah.
these out. This video will be out later. So if you're wondering,
This will be a fun secret one for you. Okay, so here's the only problem that I have right now is that the Finding Frank one is like 2 images away, but there's one image I want you to see at the very last one, and this one
okay,
specifically
well,
I
I'm
made
not gonna
for
look,
you.
so I'm gonna go right, right,
Right, right. One more.
one
Are you
more.
seeing Chane? Yeah, so it should be 3. Is
Yeah,
this
okay, I'm
Chane?
seeing Chane. Right, okay,
Okay.
there we
Right.
go. This is how
Right.
we do it, everyone. Duct tape editing. Turn round and press right. Okay. Well, there I am in the mid. Okay, there's me. Okay, I can see it now.
This is a
Ah.
lot of Hamish.
Okay, because I remember sending you a lot of weird faces outside. There you are. You're the dude with the helmet.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got it.
yeah, I got
I
it.
was trying to be a little sneaky there and like obfuscate my face with like the helmet and the thread. But again, this is like our
You thought we looked the
skin
same.
tones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Our skin
and
tones we're just very slightly different colors. And so like because these are mostly black and white based is what I did. It's just like I changed the be mostly black and white, and like we're just slightly different. I'm kind of a darker gray than you, and it's fine. Don't worry. Now that you've given me permission, I'm gonna sneak you into a lot of them. Don't
oh.
worry.
Well,
You'll be hidden.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Now, so for the for the finale, am I going left?
Yeah. I think you're going right.
No, I've got it. Is it become the art
This
night?
Yeah, this one is for you. I'm not gonna put this as the chain thing, but I thought that
That's the thumbnail.
yeah,
That's our
I
thumbnail.
thought that this was it.
It's I can sort. You can. I tell you what.
The problem as well is that it's like, I'm still not great at aligning everything, but it's not
No,
that far off, right? It's
no,
not
it's good.
that far off. Where
We're,
our
we're
facial structure is pretty similar.
but
It's pretty fun.
yeah, no, we've got. There's a lot of. It's the power of the human. You can just tell, even if you look really similar, you can. We're
Yeah,
not
you can
exactly
tell
the
it.
same, but
Yeah.
at a glance, we've got glancing similarities. I love it.
Maybe the images need to be just a little bit smaller. If they're a little bit smaller, maybe I can disguise.
It's our beards.
Disguise it a little
It's our
more.
beards.
Yeah.
I've got this like poo beard, and yours is like this Viking beard. Brilliant.
I have been asked if I dye my beard, and I'm like, oh,
Oh,
my mother's just a ginger.
real.
But yeah,
No, that's it's amazing. I love this like this diary of your photoshopping adventures of doing this. It's been what you kind of did sort of say, like, what one of the last questions I was going to ask is what's in the future for Frank? What's Frank's future for content when eventually the photoshopping of Frank's face onto a photo starts to become a thing where every day, do you know what I mean?
it's been every day so far.
So what poses the future for Frank?
I'm gonna be really realistic. I really like this concept, and I really want to keep doing it. I'm having a really good time with it.
Yeah.
But I want to be like, I want to make content that gives me the best chance of fulfilling my goal of getting a Chane spoiler. So I think this is, while this is really good and I like really enjoy doing this, I'm gonna have to do something else. Um, I've done a little bit of content in the past, and I'm trying to like, there's a lot of trying to find my niche is kind of gonna be a thing, and like I could do just Chane stuff, but like there's channels that already do Chane stuff. Um, I think what it might be is just doing the process of this, or doing some fun ideas, and just kind of talking about the game and my relationship with it, or like, maybe doing videos of why I like Chane and what draws me to him, either mechanically or favorably, or just, I'm still kind of brainstorming it, but
Well, here's a tip.
yeah, just trying to make more content.
Here's a tip. Most of the time, people want to come in because it's you. So do you.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want to. Like, don't try and be too worked up over the particular of like that. What you're talking about is your niche, and I don't think that should be the direction. I reckon you could, even if you just turn around and just put up videos of you just doing talking points about whatever it is you want to talk about, and people will tune in because they just want to hear what you are doing, just as much as we're watching you Photoshop your face to cards, and we're like, okay, we're already getting the personality of this is who you are. You're a fun, laid back, enjoyable guy. So if I was if you say I'm going to make a channel and I want to do a thing, people will want to come in and just listen to you do the thing, not so bothered about that. Like, and that's something that I've learned from doing a lot of content.
Yeah, and I think the big thing for me is that like whatever I want to do, I want to be interested in it. So like that's kind of been a big thing. I think maybe I'll do a little bit of streaming for preparation of Baltimore or other big tournaments, because I like to play quite competitively, and talk about that. But yeah, just kind of even just documenting the process of like this journey, something fun. And yeah, that is good feedback to really.
That's what a lot. If you think about it,
if you
think about it, what are all of us mostly doing? We're just it's us. Like whatever I do, I go on a podcast and I talk to friends about stuff that you've probably heard of, know about, you've seen it, you've read it, someone's tweeted about it. So why do you jump onto YouTube channels to hear about something you already heard about? It's because you want to hear their story. You want to have their opinion.
Filter of your story.
You want to, you just want to hear their opinion. That's it. That's literally all YouTube ever is here's my opinion of the thing you already know. And
oh gosh, I have to have some like hot takes. Something about Dromai. I'll just have a hot take about Dromai, and then we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, you'll be whenever you mention Dromai, or obviously, as you know, Photoshop your face to, a woman's body, and trash on any illusionist class. You got views. Right, yeah. Frank, thank you so much for taking the time to go and telling me this diary of your of your journey, and it's actually really cool to just grab someone that I've never had the opportunity, which I think from doing this is that I've managed to actually have an opportunity to speak to someone that wants to get into content creation, because normally you speak to someone that is already in it. So it's very rare and very difficult to find someone that goes, I want to do content creation, and here we go. And it's like, okay, cool, come jump in and have a chat. It's very rare to get someone that just literally goes, hi, I'm a beginner. And I'm going to talk about what I want to do as a beginner. And I'm hoping people will look at this as part of, if they ever want to start off making them their own journey as well. I'm like, yeah, this is what it is. Passion.
And it's really nice to like have a creative outlet for something that I do care deeply about. I really love this game, and like the community's been so welcoming, and I really like the people, and I really like the game itself, and especially Chane and how he plays and the flavor and everything. And so this is just a really good way to have a creative outlet to, focus my passion. And like, I want to be part of Chane history. I'm gonna say it. I want to be like spoil a Chane card. I want to be a part of it. Like that's part of the fun, right?
Well, it's a campaign I'm sure a lot of people will be supporting you to get over, including myself. I'll be pushing you to get that Chane spoiler. Dude, thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. Catch you later.